Sasuke vs Killer Bee is a fight to remember. As I was rereading Shippuden and rereading Sasuke's fight against Killer Bee, I figured I would touch on this fight and dive deeper on how this fight went down. If you guys are new to the channel and want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it as it greatly helps the channel. We first see in chapter 411 Sasuke walking up to Killer Bee having an exchange of words with Suigetsu asking, "Why do we have to fight such a weird rhyming fellow?" With Sasuke replying, "In order to obtain power as quickly as possible, if you don't like it, then leave." Sasuke further states that he wanted to confirm whether their promise to give him the tailed beast is true or false. We see back in chapter 404 Obito talking to Sasuke that Sasuke intends to destroy Konoha by eliminating the elders and not really caring about the others either way. Obito coordinates a plan to have the Taka move with Akatsuki, in which Sasuke asks what's in it for him, in which Obito replies, "We'll share the Biju with you." Further elaborates saying they are chakra monsters and goes on a tangent that the first Hokage collected a few and kept them under his control to maintain a power balance. He finishes by telling Sasuke the Akatsuki will hunt Naruto down and the Taka will take the remaining, as they had already took 7 of them, which left Naruto and Killer Bee left. Now going back to the fight with Sasuke and Killer Bee, Sasuke states he will be the one using the Akatsuki and not the other way around, in which Obito told him that they would kill him if he were to betray them. In the next panel, we see Killer Bee notice Sasuke leaping towards him as he then reaches for the Executioner's blade and swings clashing with Sasuke's, sending him spinning, which Bee then follows through with another swing, sending Sasuke to spin again, but this time as he's spinning, Bee goes for another attack, but Sasuke uses his blade to place through the hole in the Executioner's blade, stopping it entirely. Sasuke would then follow through with a kick to the chest. This is really interesting, as this part alone in the span of 3 panels has Sasuke delivering the first blow. Sasuke, having no knowledge of Killer Bee aside from knowing he is a Jinchuriki and not knowing how he fights, goes into this fight with no Sharingan activated, attempts a strike with his katana, which Killer Bee counters and has Sasuke stopping the blade entirely and uses that momentum to land a blow to Killer Bee's chest. This alone is if not one of the best writings I have ever seen in a fight. We then see Bee drop his blade in the next panel and basically start writing raps in his journal. But Sasuke spends no time and uses his katana and swings the Executioner's sword behind him, giving it to Suigetsu. Killer Bee then says he's feeling good and that he just got done writing his best rhymes, so now he's willing to play with his tools, calling them baby fools. See what I did there? As Bee is saying this, he reaches and grabs all of his blades, tossing him in the air as Sasuke watches and catches them on various parts of his body. Killer Bee makes the first move and leaps spinning forward, striking Sasuke, as Sasuke blocks them and sends a fury of attacks. Then, on the next panel, we see Bee send a few blades in the air, grabbing them, in which Sasuke then activates his Sharingan, but ends up taking a blow from the attack. But this can be debated, as Sasuke in the anime activated Sharingan before Killer Bee leaped forward, but in the manga we only see Sasuke activate it right before he gets hit by Killer Bee's attack. But I'll leave that up to you guys to decide in the comment section down below. Do you guys think Sasuke activated his Sharingan before, like he did in the anime, or was it after, like in the manga? Sasuke then gets back up and hand signs to the Chidori, but then picks up his katana and fuses his Chidori with his katana and strikes Bee's blade. Sasuke was surprised that Killer Bee can stream chakra through his blade, which this was also noted by Kaini. Now the next panel surprised me, and when I was reading this I had to pull up the anime because of how quick this attack was. Killer Bee says, "First I'm gonna float like a butterfly." Then the very next page we see this man move with the quickness, and we see Sasuke impaled with 6 of Bee's blades, with Bee saying, "Then I sting you like a killer bee." But this was not the end of Bee's attack, as in chapter 412 we see Bee still charging at Sasuke while Sasuke is lying on the floor, still rapping, saying, "And I end my flow with a finishing blow." But as he is saying this, we see Suigetsu stop Bee's blade from hitting Sasuke. I really like how Bee's attack was a combo after another. In most cases, the attack ends there, and then we mostly see the character get back up, they chat, and go back at it again. But in this case, Bee just kept going, and was going for the finishing blow, but was stopped by Suigetsu. As Bee is clashing with Suigetsu, he infuses his chakra in his blade, which is Suigetsu's weak point. Killer Bee continues and starts cutting through the Executioner's blade, but is stopped by Sasuke, infusing his chakra into the Executioner's blade, canceling it out. At this moment, Jugo sped behind him and punches Bee in the face, but at the same moment, Karin pulls Sasuke out the way, having Suigetsu break Bee's blade, and Jugo amped his fist up sending B away. The synergy this team has is amazing, as no words were being said and each person knew what to do. Suigetsu knew the Raiton Jutsu was his weakness, and before B could cut through fully, Sasuke immediately uses his Raiton Jutsu to cancel out B's attack. While in the same moment, Jugo punching B, Karin pulls out Sasuke, and Suigetsu breaks B's blade. This right here was phenomenal to read, and Kishimoto showed the best teamwork without them having to share not a single word against an opponent they never fought. Karin is then seen tending to Sasuke, pulling out the blades that B put in him. We see in the next panel she asks Sasuke to bite her, so that way Sasuke can heal from the injuries he sustained from B while also having a moment. Sasuke thanks Karin in the panel. We see Jugo facing off with B and Suigetsu saying that the three of them need to go at him as if they were trying to destroy him instead of not doing that. This would be able to take him out without quite killing him. While this conversation is happening, B analyzes the fight and calculated that Sasuke streamed the Raiton through his body to deflect B's attack, thus avoiding mortal injury. He continues saying Kain possesses the ability to heal others by letting them suck on her chakra. Shortly after, we see Sasuke, Jugo, and Suigetsu fighting B. B then lands a blow through Suigetsu's stomach, trapping B's arm, in which Suigetsu tells Sasuke to hit both of them. This actually surprises B, as Sasuke is charging at both of them with his Chidori, thus hitting B and Suigetsu. Sasuke at this point knows that he can't risk letting B go, and even if Suigetsu didn't tell Sasuke to hit him with the Chidori, Sasuke has the resolve to go ahead and hit him and take his partner out and be with him. I'm sure this is what surprised B. B was aware of the attack but was probably caught off guard seeing that Sasuke was going to hit not only him but with his partner as well. Sasuke grabs Suigetsu and jumps away, having Jugo follow through with a hand slam on B but ultimately missing in the end. Karin locates where B is, but B notices that she's a sensory type 2. At the same time, Jugo sends Sasuke flying directly at B in the same moment, but B knows it can't be helped and summons on the Eight Tails power, ending the chapter. In the opening chapter of 413, Killer B is wrapped in the Eight Tails cloak with Sasuke flying towards him. B leaps towards Sasuke, in which Sasuke thinks back to his fight against Naruto, remembering it like before. Sasuke then taps the back of B, spinning forward to evade, which B says, "This is the first time someone has dodged my Eight Tails form since brother," acknowledging Sasuke being able to dodge that attack, but as we saw, this was due to Sasuke's Sharingan. We see B attempt to go after Taka, but with the help of Jugo, he grabs and avoids the blow. Sasuke note that B has the speed and power, but only moves in a linear fashion, noting that with the Sharingan, he is able to see this coming. We see B continue his charge towards Sasuke, in which Sasuke activates his MS, locking eyes with B. B says those eyes, the Sharingan? Genjutsu, huh? As he says this, he notes he can't move and collapses on the floor. I do want to note that at this point, B is immobilized for less than a second, as when he collapses on the floor, we see Sasuke turn his head and is immediately hit by B. At this point, Sasuke's chest is open and Jugo catches him with Karin rushing over to try and heal him. Jugo notes back to Kimimaru that Sasuke was compatible with his curse mark, that merging with him should work. A lot of people forget that at this point, Sasuke no longer had his curse mark state, and his fighting style had to change since he was no longer able to use it. B says that in order for a Genjutsu to be broken, you need a partner to agitate your chakra. Continues saying his Eight Tails is inside of him, which is his partner, so it wouldn't work as a Jinchuriki who has control over the Biju. Genjutsu has no effect. I want to say this. At this point, Sasuke is out of commission, and B going into the Eight Tails state was very unnecessary, as I wouldn't even call Sasuke the biggest threat, but Sasuke being a threat was taken out, and Karin, Jugo, and Suigetsu was just fodder to him. B having no knowledge on Sasuke or what he can do and simply outclassing Sasuke, this was always a one-sided fight. But panning over in chapter 414, Jugo finishes merging with Sasuke. B produces a Biju bomb and tries to launch it at Karin, Sasuke, and Jugo as they were trying to run away, but is tanked head on by Suigetsu, knocking him out. After some brief dialogue, Sasuke looks back on this and we can see B scream at the same moment Sasuke activates his Amaterasu. Looking at the panel in 415, Sasuke's Amaterasu is blocked by B's tail, avoiding a head-on attack from Sasuke. But B falls into the water hurt by Sasuke's Amaterasu. One of his tails almost falls on Karin, but Sasuke uses his stream and slices it in half. Then again, Karin is hit by another tail, which is engulfed in Amaterasu, in which Sasuke quickly takes out the flames on her back. Towards the end of the fight, Sasuke acknowledges he can take out the flames with the Mangekyo Sharingan and did so on Killer B. The fight pretty much ended with B supposedly getting taken hostage and brought back to the Akatsuki. Husky. But we can see in chapter 419 that this was just an octopus limb, which he resurfaces in his severed limb from the water. In my opinion, this fight was pretty much a one-sided, with B having full control of the fight and the upper hand. Sasuke at this point landed a kick to his chest, which really didn't phase him. He later then landed a Chidori, which didn't really hurt B at the expense of Suigetsu. Genjutsu also had no effect, in which you could say B tricked Sasuke, making Sasuke drop his guard, taking Sasuke out with a big blow to his chest. And the final move Sasuke made was using Amaterasu and his stream to sever B's limbs. This ultimately worked out for B as he was able to fool them. And yes, I am aware B did train and was tired, but B outclassed Sasuke in this fight, and he had no need to turn into the 8 tails, and even was dominating the fight in his base state. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this fight was one-sided, or do you think Sasuke had a chance even on a one-on-one fight? Comment down below. I would love to know your thoughts. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. I'll see you in the next one.